attorney Laura Anthony, founding partner of Legal and Compliance, a full-service corporate securities and business transactions law firm. Today is the continuation in a multi-part lawcast discussing Regulation A+. The new Regulation A+ rules are expected to take effect June 19, 2015. Tier 1 of Regulation A+, which does not preempt state law, allows for a raise of up to $20 million in any 12-month period. And Tier 2, which does preempt state law, allows for a raise of up to $50 million in any 12-month period. Issuers may elect to proceed under either Tier 1 or Tier 2 for offerings of up to $20 million. Tier 2 offerings require additional disclosures and ongoing SEC reporting requirements. Today, I am continuing my discussion on offering statement requirements for a Regulation A+ offering. The rules require use of a new modified Form 1A. Form 1A consists of 3 parts. Part 1, notification. Part 2, offering circular, and Part 3, exhibits. Part 1 calls for certain basic information about the issuer and the offering, and is primarily designed to confirm and determine eligibility for the use of the form and a Regulation A+ offering in general. Part 1 will include the issuer name and identifying information, issuer eligibility information, application of the bad actor disqualification and disclosure rules, jurisdictions in which securities are to be offered, and a list of unregistered securities offered or sold within the last year. Part 1 also includes pricing information. All Regulation A+ offerings must be at a fixed price. That is, no offerings may be made at the market or other than at a fixed price. Part 2 of the offering circular is similar to the prospectus in a registration statement. Part 2 requires disclosure of information about the issuer and the offering, such as material risks, dilution, plan of distribution, use of proceeds, description of the business operations, description of physical properties, discussion of financial condition and results of operation, commonly known as MD&A, identification of and disclosure about directors, executive officers, and key employees, executive compensation, beneficial security ownership information, related party transactions, descriptions of offered securities, and 2 years of financial information. The required information in Part 2 of Form 1A is scaled down from the requirements in Regulation SK applicable to a Form S1. Issuers can complete Part 2 by either following the Form 1A disclosure format or by including information required by Part 1 of Form S1. Only issuers that elect to use the Form S1 format will be eligible to subsequently file a short Form 8A to register and become subject to the Exchange Act reporting requirements. Form 1A requires 2 years of financial information. All financial statements for Regulation A offerings must be prepared in accordance with GAAP. Financial statements in a Tier 1 offering are not required to be audited. However, as noted, Tier 1 does not preempt state law, and most, if not all, states require audited financial statements. Tier 2 financial statements must be audited. Audited financial statements for the Tier 2 offerings must be completed by an independent PCAOB qualified auditing firm. Part 3 requires an exhibits index and a description of exhibits required to be filed as part of the offering statement. I'm securities attorney Laura Anthony, founding partner of Legal and Compliance. Should you have any questions about today's topic, please visit securitieslawblog.com and lawcast.com or contact me directly. Inquiries of a technical nature are always encouraged.